Chris DeSalvatore track, 64, from the rock opera 60 to 69, A Music Evolution. And Chris is still with us. How you doing there, man?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Cool. Hey, got a couple of quick questions for you. First of all, got to ask you, what is up next for you? What do you have in the works?
Well, right now I'm focusing on internet promotion.
Oh, cool.
And, I just recently hooked up with a promotional company that's going to be sending out my CDs to radio stations across America. It's underground stations and college stations.
Like this.
Going to try to create a buzz that way.
Cool. Yeah, you found me on the internet. That was kind of neat.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. And how can people get a hold of your music? I know you've got the 60 to 69 A Music Evolution. You also have the previous Atlantis.
Go to my website, and that's tunelink, TUNELINK.com.
Okay.
And you can, once you're in there, just go ahead and click through, and it's self-explanatory. You can purchase it right on the site.
TuneLink.com.
That's right.
Okay, very, very cool. I want to compliment you also on your cover art. I don't know if the audience knows this, but you actually created this. You drew this, and it looks like the left half of it's a guy's face. Left half is a buzz cut and sort of horn rim glasses, and he looks like, well, I called it a NASA engineer. You said a generic early 60s guy.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the same, I guess.
Yeah. And the right half looks like John Lennon, hippie, mustache, long hair, the more cool glasses, which actually both these styles are in now, which is what's so freaky to me.
Yeah, that is interesting. I did create that cover in order to try to depict, what a 60 guy looked like on the left side there, and then what the music eventually did to him. So
that's cool.
At the end of the decade.
That's wild. And then the last thing is we're going to play one more of your tunes here, and then we're going to have to let you go here. So the thing is, we're going to play 67. So can you give us a little background on that tune?
Yeah, well, 67, it was kind of meant to be a vindication of the Rolling Stones. I mean, they were treated as the scapegoats for all of the problems that were happening in the 60s with the youth. Every time they played a concert, they incited riots, so they were a perfect target. And, that was the year that they got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they were the bad boys, the anti-Beatles, I guess.
Bad boys, and this is kind of, if you listen to the lyrics, you'll kind of see what I'm trying to say there. Trying to sympathize with what they went through, and they were working on Satanic Majesty's Request, and this almost split them apart, and they had that album, all unfinished, and when they got out and all, it was all ready to just split apart, and the Beatles actually got them back together and helped them finish that album.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That's amazing.
That is great. That's fantastic.
They cooperated with one another. Well, anyway, we are so glad to have had you on the air. Chris DeSalvatore, the producer and songwriter and the man behind 60 to 69, A Music Evolution. Thanks so much for being with us, Chris.
My pleasure.
And we will talk to you soon. Stay on the line. We'll chat with you off the air for a minute. And we're going to play your tune 67 here on Sacramento's Voice.